The main goal of any business is to sell their products and to promote their trademark. But in a world of intense competition, that is very hard to do. Therefore, without even considering the volume of exports, creating a distinct trademark that is recognized around the world is certainly no ordinary feat. Well, just in how many countries do you think is it possible to sell one identical product at the same time? There's no question that entering the markets of some 90 countries around the world is a difficult task, even for big multinational companies. But for the last 10 years, one small Korean company has produced just such remarkable results. They've been internationally successful with just one product, an electronic scale. Now the company is known globally as a world leader in electronic scales. This remarkable company is called CAS.
New York City, also known as the Big Apple, is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. International companies, both big and small, are flooding into the city every day. They all have a common goal: to be the best. Entering the New York market in of itself is considered a success in the world of business. However, Korea's computer and sense company, simply known as CAS, is not satisfied with such achievement. Selling each scale is the beginning of a new relationship and expands CAS' scope of contacts. Watching the employees busy at work, one can see CAS' unique way of management. Their daily schedule is the same in the US as it is in Korea, or wherever else in the world for that matter.
How's everything with the scale? Everything working okay? No problem? You have a few scales, they're all working Oh, okay. You know how to work everything?
The employees make personal visits to all places where CAS scales are. Their close attention to the customer's wants and needs is another way they improve themselves. A personal visit to each individual customer, asking about the quality of a product, must have been foreign and rare to Americans. Currently, scales made by the small company in Korea make up almost 1/5 of the American market.
Believe it or not, this beautiful building is the factory where the CAS scales are made. Doesn't really look like a factory, does it? There is a sacral feeling about the architecture, almost like a European monastery or a church, a far cry from high-tech electronic products. The people in this building are not just making scales, they're making history in their field.
The strain gauge made here is the core of a scale.
Do you see this tiny little chip? This chip senses weight and translates it into electronic signals. And this is exactly what is at the core of the CAS electronic scales.
The finished strain gauge is pasted to both sides of the body, becoming a core part of the scale called the load cell. Scales measure weight. The limit of each load cell varies. Some scales have to weigh a small unit of 0.001 gram, while others have to weigh an object weighing over 200 tons.
안 산다는데 자꾸 귀찮게 말을 시키고 그래. 에? 아, 이 사람이 정말 내가 이깟 고기 팔아서 얼마나 남는다고 그 50만 원이 넘는 전자저울을 사요.
아니, 이 전자저울을 잘 모르셔서 그러는데요. 여기다 이 고기를 딱 올려놓기만 하면 몇 그램인지 얼마인지 이 정확하게 표시가 되니까 소비자들이 얼마나 믿고 살 수가 있겠습니까?
뭐요? 아니 그럼 내가 이 저울을 속이고 있다 이 말이요?
아니 그 속인다라기보다 정확하면 좋지 않겠습니까?
시대가 달라졌습니다. 시대가 달라졌습니다. 정확한 전자정을 씁시다. 하는 사람, 파는 사람 모두가 좋아요. 사는 사람, 파는 사람 모두가 좋아요.
뭐? 정확한 저어를 써? 아 그럼 우리가 속이고 판다는 거야 뭐야?
CAS had to try everything possible to attract consumers to its electronic scales in order to break into the market. As a strategy, all employees panned out to convince merchants to take advantage of the free trial period of CAS scales. A campaign to change the norm in commercial business sought to prove that an electronic scale is more lucrative to both merchants and customers. CAS became somewhat successful in the Korean market in 1987 and for the first time had a chance to move on to markets abroad.
전자저울을 생산하는 한 모험 기업입니다. 보시는 것처럼 이 기업에서는 오늘 국내에서 처음으로 국산 전자저울을 해외에 수출하게 됐습니다. 종업원이 50명밖에 안 되는 이 모험 기업은 불과 4년 전에 출범했지만 그동안 수입에만 의존하던 전자저울의 국내 생산을 가능하게 했고 오늘 수출에까지 이르렀습니다.
The first shipment out of Korea was to Portugal. Even though it was a small shipment, CAS was proud to have become an international company 5 years after being founded. Even though CAS is now a household name in the Eastern Bloc. Currently, CAS does business with companies in 90 nations. In order to become a multinational company, CAS established foreign branch and local offices abroad. CAS employees are always on business trips and advertise the brand and products in fairs and exhibitions, acquire market information, and constantly meet with buyers. This is a consumer-friendly attitude concerning the product's quality and service. As a small company from a relatively small country, CAS has to work harder than other companies to succeed. A progressive outlook and confidence were what the company needed. Companies that can't adjust to competition can't survive. Adventure and taking risks in an unknown environment became the driving force that led CAS. Known for the quality of its products simply by its name, CAS has set an ambitious goal to make its electronic scales the world's best scales. In 11 years since CAS was founded, the company still strives. CAS strives to be the standard of the electronic scale. It won't be long till the name CAS will stand for the word scale. As their motto states, we weigh the world.